Hi everybody, I'm Lisa Ouellet, and I'm here to do your weekly psychic angel card reading for the week of November 7th through the 13th. And again, starting this month, I had decided to do weekly instead of monthly. So I thank everybody who's following along here. I am having some issues with my YouTube channel. There's some glitches. I have an actual channel that shows all my playlists of all the past videos, but somehow there was some sort of a glitch recently, and the videos are being redirected to a channel that I believe I started up with but didn't end up going with, but somehow that's where my videos are uploading. I'm trying to get that worked out. It's very, very difficult to try to fix, so bear with me as I do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels cards this week for you. Pulling all the signs again, so your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Watch those all for a complete picture. I'm going to be doing 3 cards per sign. Excuse me. 3 cards per sign. And again, the sign of Scorpio is going to get 4 because of Scorpio being in this week. That's the sign that we're in. So for your highest and best, everybody, thanks again for watching, subscribing, and sharing. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for all your comments. Whoops. We're going to start with Aries for your highest and best for November 7th through 13th. Enchantment, power, and intention. Okay. So Aries, here are your cards. This week for you, it's all about finally getting what you want. You've been telling the universe that you're ready for big changes. You've been telling the universe that it's time for you to bring in, manifest your desires. You've been working towards it for a long, long time. This week, they're saying to you, you have the power. This week, things are finally appearing to be going your way. The power card comes from staying strong in your convictions and staying strong in your belief systems, knowing how to tell people no. They say no is a full sentence. Knowing how to stay strong and empower yourself in a situation that you're in. This feels to me, I feel like you're making business decisions and family decisions at the same time. And again, I'm hearing that things are going to start going your way. A lot of you, Aries, I feel like relationships are going to start to come into your life, or people are going to start talking to you about relationships. And you have the power in this week. You have the decision to decide if you want to move forward with it or say no to somebody approaching you. You always have the power anyway, but I'm feeling like you're feeling more like you're in control. You're feeling more like you have the power this week. So again, the choice is yours about telling the universe intentionally what you're looking for in relationships. You have the ability to manifest what it is that you want into your life. You have the ability this week to attract by the law of attraction, by the power of intention, by manifesting whatever it is that you want to bring in. And I'm feeling like this is going to go really, really well for you. The enchantment card, I associate this sometimes with fairy tales, with relationships. To me, I feel like this card is talking about relationships. I'm associating that in my mind when I'm seeing the Aries moving forward this week. I'm seeing them figuring out what it is that they want in relationships, okay? Although I do hear that you're going to be making choices career-wise and family-wise, but they're talking to me about this intention card, the power card, enchantment. All those 3 together feel like a relationship issue for you. So again, I feel like you're going to have some say. You're going to have some control. Maybe a friend is going to bring in a possibility for you. Hey, this person could be a good match for you. And what I'm hearing is that you are deciding yes or no. Like, this doesn't fit my criteria. This doesn't fit what I'm looking for as I move forward. For you Aries that are in relationships already, this card gives you the power to bring about the desired outcome that you want in the relationship you're in. So if you're looking for that fairy tale ending and you've dreamed of the relationship going a certain way, you have the power to manifest that this week. So it feels really, really good for you. I like that. So again, Aries, this week of November, stay in control. Know that you have the power. Know that you're manifesting and bringing in all that the universe, I'm hearing that, it's the thought process that you have starts the wave moving out. Your intentions are powerful. So keep your thoughts on the positive there for you, Aries. All right. Taurus, November 7th through 13th. Whoops. Okay. New love, abundance, and surrender and release. So Taurus, these cards for you, interestingly enough, they talk about letting go of what you can't control, releasing to a higher power. Again, we've talked so many times about this being a 9-month and how 9s are all about releasing and letting go and surrendering. And I get it. You're really doing good with that. I feel, I feel the power that you have been letting go over the last couple months. I feel like I'm hearing over the last 5 months for you, you did really, really well with that. And you've brought in an opportunity for you. Some of you have already had this happen. Some of you, by letting go and releasing, have already brought in that new relationship, that abundant relationship, that feeling that you've been looking for, that you had been searching for and dreaming about for so long, that person that fulfilled you. If you're one of the Tauruses that hasn't quite had that happen yet, it is coming forward for you, because you still have a little bit more surrendering and releasing to do. You still have a little bit of letting go, letting God is what they're saying. There's still some part of you that's holding on to a past outcome. There's still some part of you that's holding on to an attachment. Okay, so it's like cutting the cords. Call in Archangel Michael, cut the cords this week with the attachments that you have to the old. Taurus, they're saying some of you are already in relationships. Clearly, there are some Tauruses that are watching this that are clearly in a committed relationship already. Okay, if you're one of those Tauruses and the relationship is not going the way that you want, there's an opportunity for somebody new to come into your life if that's what you desire. It's about setting your boundaries with the universe, about releasing what doesn't work for you, releasing the attachment to the current relationship if it's no longer serving your needs or no longer beneficial for your soul's growth. Then there's an opportunity for new love to come in. For some of you, again, I'm hearing some of you Tauruses are in a happy, committed relationship, and that's great. There's opportunity for you to bring about more love and more romance. There's an opportunity for you to bring about a new level of commitment, a new level of respect and love with this person that you're committed to already. It's just about deepening the bonds. It's about opening up, making yourself vulnerable, and trusting your partner a little bit more to let down your fortress, let down your guard, let down your walls, and know that it is okay to become vulnerable. A lot of us have that fear of intimacy, of letting somebody in an intimate way, not just physical, but on an emotional level. And they're saying it's okay for you to do that, Tauruses. When you do that too, when you let down your wall and let down your guard, they're saying that the universe is going to repay you, not just for the love that they're bringing to you, but they're also going to repay you in relationships as far as money and opportunity. So somebody coming towards you might have some other opportunities to offer you they're saying in regards to relationships. So I don't necessarily know that it's going to be a love relationship, but somebody's going to come forward for you in some sort of partnership or some sort of opportunity-based idea is what I'm hearing. So you are going to be, when you let down your guard and when you open yourself up to becoming vulnerable, maybe this person that you're committed with or connected to is going to know somebody. And it could just be that the floodgates open and allow the trust to come forward for you. But that feels really good for you, Taurus. I like that. All right. Gemini. Highest and best, November 7th through 13th. I'm trying a new camera too, so hopefully you'll be able to see me better. This new camera. Okay. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Trust. Abundance. Oops, and children. Okay. So Geminis, the message for you this week. Okay. I know not every Gemini watching this video has children, but I'm hearing that a lot of you Geminis watching this message is for you. You'll know who you are. It'll connect with you. It is a message to trust the universe that's making decisions up in spirit before you actually see them manifest down into the world that you're in, into the physical. They're working above you, behind the scenes, in spirit. They're trying to put all the pieces together. There's some issues going on with children, so it could be custody, could be legal situations, it could be living arrangements, it could be behavioral situations. There's so many different situations as this could be, but you've been asking for help and you've been wanting to see a change and wanting to see movement with this, and I'm hearing that it's coming. I don't know that it's necessarily going to happen this specific week for you, but this is the week that you need to give your trust to a higher power. This is the week that you need to put your belief system in your angels and your guides and your deceased loved ones and ask them to come forward and assist in the change and the transition for you. When you do that, they're going to show you a lot of growth. They're going to show you a lot of movement. They're going to show you that your faith has been rewarded, your trust has been rewarded by paying attention to them and calling upon them and asking them for their help. They are showing you that they're going to come forward and make the change so that you're in a better situation and the kids are in a better situation and everybody feels fulfilled, loved, happy. Okay. Some of you Geminis out there, you could be the child and there could be a parent situation. They're saying that this could apply both ways. They're showing me a reversal. So maybe you're dealing with elderly parents or older parents that you're trying to place in a home or come live with you, or there's some sort of legal situation going on. You might be one person dealing with your siblings who aren't dealing with your parents in the same way. But again, whatever this is and however it applies to you, trust that the universe is working in your favor behind the scenes to manifest this into a positive, pleasant way for everybody experiencing it, to feel relief and to feel contentment and a soul relief. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing for you for Geminis. All right, Cancer. Excuse me. Cancer for your highest and best. November 7th through 13th. Second week in November. Cancer. Celebration. Oops. Freedom. Manifestation. I don't believe in cards that are upside down. To me, they're just all, I read them the same way. So Cancer, this is a week for you to let go of things that have not been working for you, okay? You've been asking the universe to bring you what it is that you want. You've been telling the universe, spirit, a higher power, angels, guides, whoever it is that you've been talking to. You've been saying, listen, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want to bring into my life. I'm not happy with the way things have been going. Please make changes. Please help me out. You've been asking and you are being heard, okay? Sometimes the way that they solve a situation is to separate you from what it is that you thought you wanted. So freedom comes in many different forms. For you this month, I'm feeling like you might be liberated from an association that you really were attached to. So a lot of you Geminis, maybe you're going to feel the pull away from somebody, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. They're saying it's going to be a liberating thing. And that's the word I'm hearing a lot over and over, liberation. So it's going to be very liberating for you to be freed from this attachment that you've been tied to for so long, whether that be a person, whether that be a situation, whether that be a mindset that you've been holding on to. When you do finally allow it to fall away from you, when you do finally allow the separation to occur, the freedom to happen, then you are going to be opening yourself up for bigger and better to come in. I understand that sometimes we are so attached to an outcome and we want it so bad that we can visualize it, we can see it, and we get really upset when it doesn't happen. But the universe knows best, and sometimes they have to push things away from us in order to bring something in that's better suited for us. In this case, that's what I believe that they're doing for you this week. They're pushing something away from you, a situation, a person, a belief system that no longer serves you, that you've been so attached to. But in the end, it feels good because in the end, I believe that they're manifesting something better for you. They're bringing in something more that's going to be more fulfilling with your soul, more in line with what your soul is looking for. Sometimes, again, Spirit is saying sometimes we don't always like the energy that we're in, but we get comfortable with it because we've been in it so long and it feels comfortable. It feels, we don't like being unhappy and we don't like being sad, but sometimes we get comfortable in that feeling. And I feel like that's where you've been. You've been comfortable in a feeling that hasn't been sitting well with you because you've been in it for so long. But I do believe that the universe is saying that when it's lifted away from you and when it's freed from you, they're going to bring in something better for you that is going to replace that situation, replace that feeling in a way that's going to make you just, I don't want to say completely forget, but feel completely liberated and free. You won't necessarily feel that sadness or that whatever it exactly, that feeling that you were feeling. But again, freedom from a situation, a feeling, and more bringing celebration in. Okay. So let's see. We have Leo. Leo. Highest and best. November 7th through 13th. Leo. Sometimes you're going to get double cards too. That didn't happen yet, but that will happen sometimes. Divine guidance. Focus. And power. So Leos, my friends Leo, fellow fire sign, here you go. This is the week for you. Power. Again, power in believing and putting your thoughts into being single-minded, okay? Being creative, deciding what it is that you want, focusing your desires, focusing your outcome, focusing on the outcome that you want, being single-minded, goal-oriented, deciding what it is that you want to bring into your life, what it is that you want to change. Spirit's working with you. You have divine guidance, and divine guidance basically states that you can't make a wrong decision because the universe is putting you in the places and the situations and putting you into position for where you need to be. Excuse me. Whoops. Just going to change seats here. Move around here a little bit. My foot fell asleep. And so divine guidance is telling you you're exactly where you need to be. You are going to be shown the way from spirit, from angels, from guides, deceased loved ones. They're going to put you in the right path, or you already have been placed in the right path, and it's almost time to make the decision. But you have to be single-minded. You have to be goal-oriented. You have to know where you're going and what you want to do. You can't just be willy-nilly and say, well, I don't really want to make a decision this week. I'm not sure what I want to do. It's important for you to put a plan into action, or at least in your mind, to decide, start getting things ready behind the scenes. Start planning and plotting and deciding what it is that you want to do, whether it's in career, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in family, whether it's in finances, whatever it is, what area of your life you want to be changing, you have to start making plans behind the scenes. And again, you have the power to do so. You have the power to, I feel like sometimes, Leo, they're saying you don't give yourself enough credit. You kind of think in a small little area where you have to think bigger, outside of the box. You have to see the bigger picture. You have to see that the universe has bigger and better plans for you, but that you can't look so small, and you have to look way out into the future, way out into the universe, way out into beyond the box that you're in, okay? But I feel like once you start looking ahead, I know we're supposed to be living in the now, and I get that. You are living in the now. But they're saying make plans for what you want to change. You have the power this week. So I feel like universally, energetically, the energy is going to be with you to make the changes, to start writing down, keep a journal, I'm hearing, decide what it is you want to change, and start moving forward in that decision. Call upon your angels, call upon your guides. I'm hearing your loved ones in spirit too want to help you. So call upon your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, whoever it is that you call on that have crossed over. Ask for their assistance, ask for their guidance. They're already wanting to help you. Sometimes spirits don't assist us unless we ask, because we have free will, and they need to let us play out our circumstances unless we ask for help. And that's what you need to do. Ask for assistance this week. So that feels good for you. All right, Virgo, November 7th through the 13th. Okay, Virgo. Power card again. I think a couple of signs have gotten that. All right, so I have to make sure we're not getting all the same. Divine guidance and intention. So, okay, Virgo, you got some similar things there, and you did see me shuffle. I did shuffle. Sometimes you're meant to get certain cards. That's really what it all boils down to. Okay. So, Virgo, I'm hearing for you, I feel like this is going to be a tough week for you is what I'm hearing. The divine guidance comes in for you this week when I tune in to tell you that you have spirit assisting you getting through a tough time. You have the power within you, and you have to dig deep, Virgos, because I feel like there's some challenges coming up for you. I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I am going to tell you that I'm feeling that there's a lot of intense struggle for you this week, internal struggle. I feel like there's a lot of soul searching. You have the power within you, though. So don't give it up to somebody else, and don't allow somebody else to take your power away. Whatever situation you find yourself in, stand strong, stand firm, stand grounded. Ground yourself is what I'm hearing. There's going to be a need for you to ground yourself. So imagine standing up with your feet on the earth and roots growing out under your feet into the earth and securing you. Wear hematite, eat some chocolate, put some copper pennies in the bottoms of your shoes. Ground ground yourself this week, you know, feel connected to earth, because I feel like spirit's connecting with you and trying to guide you in a direction that you need to go in, you know, but I feel like I'm just hearing that this is going to be a tough week for you. It feels like family related. For a lot of you, I'm hearing it's family related, although there are some of you that I'm hearing that it's career oriented. But for most of you, I feel like there's going to be some struggles or challenges coming in from family members or about family members, but it does feel family connected. Again, I just want you to keep in mind as you're watching this video that the Virgos out there, that you have more power than you give yourself credit for, but you're going to be challenged. So ground yourself, connect yourself to the earth, ask for spirit to assist you. I feel like you're going to become, I'm also hearing that some spirits are going to be, some loved ones are going to be coming to you through your dreams. So be open to that. Ask for assistance in the dream state. Be open to receiving messages from your loved ones in spirit as they try to guide you, as they try to give you direction, as they try to pass messages along to you. So be aware of that, because I feel like that's one of the things that's happening for you. All right. Who do we have next? We have Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra. July. November 7th through the 13th. I wish it was July again. All right. Libra. Support. Forgiveness. Miracles. Okay. So Libra, these are your cards. So the story that I'm seeing with this for you is they're also talking, Libras, for you, that this is going to be a week of letting go of feelings of guilt for a lot of you. Forgiveness for other people is going to be pronounced around you with the forgiveness card, but I feel like it's also going to be letting go of feeling like you did something wrong. So the second week of November, they're talking about letting go of guilt associated with you, letting go of guilt in certain circumstances or situations that you've been involved in. You have the support of loved ones around you. You have the support of people in spirit around you, but you also have the support of family or friends physically in this world that we're in. So again, you might be going to an AA meeting, or you might be going to some support group. Maybe you lost a loved one and you have a support group around you for them. I'm hearing for some of you, again, these are general readings, but I'm hearing for some of you, you've lost somebody close to you and you're in the grieving process and you're dealing with this. You need the support of loved ones around you. You need the support of people that understand you, not just people that care about you, but people that have experienced the same thing as you as well. And you need that connection. You need that moral support from somebody who's gone through something similar. You have the miracle card, which tells me that you're going to get what it is that you need. I know this is not going to apply to every single person, because you haven't all lost somebody this week. I get it, or recently, but they're telling me that is a key for a lot of you. That's going to be a key message. For some of others of you watching this, some other Libras watching this, forgiveness is going to be important, because you're going to have a situation arise this week where you either have to forgive the other person or forgive yourself in ways that you behaved with them in situations that they treated you and you decided to turn the other cheek or act in revenge or deal with them in some certain way. Forgiveness is coming up as the key component for you, and I'm hearing that it's important for you to tune into yourself and ask what's for your highest and best. Don't react initially out of emotion. Don't react initially out of the same way you've been dealing with things. Don't go into it with, well, this is how I always dealt with it, this is how I'm going to deal with it. Go into it with, how am I feeling at the moment? How does my heart feel? Be heart-centered when you make this decision. And I feel like they're telling me with the miracles that you're going to actually be able to change the pattern this week. You're going to be able to change the karma, the dharma, the drama, and you're going to be able to move forward into a more positive cycle with this. So let the forgiveness begin, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else. Allow that healing cycle to help you move forward so that you can start next week in a better situation. All right, and Scorpio, again, because you are in Scorpio, we're going to pull 4 for you. Scorpio for your highest and best. All right, November 7th through 13th, Scorpio. Study. Guardian angel. Playfulness. and music. Okay. Pull these cards here for you. Can you see them all? Not sure if you can. So the message for you this week is to have fun, Scorpio, okay? Playfulness, music, okay? They want you to, what I'm hearing for you is take some time away from the hard work that you've been doing. Take some time away from schoolwork or working so hard or cramming for exams or putting all your time and effort into learning something new about your job, okay? Take a step back. Call on your guardian angels. Take a step back from the routine that you've been in, the daily routine, and make some fun for you. Take some time out to go to a movie in the middle of the day. Take a nap in the middle of the day. Call a friend and take a long lunch. Do something fun. Go out on the weekends. Play. Go to a bar. Go sing karaoke. Go dance. Go listen to music. Go have some fun. Play a musical instrument too. I'm here, you know, the message for me, for everybody, I've been posting this on Facebook a lot. The message lately has been coming through so strongly about music. Tap, hum, sing, play an instrument. Music changes the vibration. Music brings you back in memory to where you were years ago. When you hear a certain song, it brings you back to that place and that time that brings back a memory. It can bring you back in your mind. It can bring you back physically. It can bring you back in so many different ways. It also changes the vibration. When you're sad and you play a certain type of music, it can bring you out of that funk. When you're happy and you're dancing and you're singing and dancing to music and laughing and playing around the house, playing a musical instrument, playing the drums, playing maracas, shaking a tambourine, singing at the top of your lungs in the shower, in the car, whatever you're doing, you're changing the frequency, you're changing the vibration, and that's what they want you to be doing this week, okay? They want you to have more fun. They want you to get out. They want you to socialize more, get away from work. A happy balance is what I'm hearing, Scorpio, okay? So if, my cat is really loud. If you're a Scorpio watching this, this is a time for you to pull away from work, okay, this week. They want you to do less work and have more fun. I'm hearing that some of you Scorpios, this is going to be, this is not going to be a choice. It's going to be inflicted on you. So maybe you're on vacation this week, or, maybe something happens where this is forced upon you. But it's all good because your guardian angels are in charge of it. They're watching over you. They're guiding you to do it. If you have to study, do something fun for yourself. Read a book on a topic that interests you. Watch an online video or study about something that interests you, a hobby, an interest. It doesn't have to be work related. I want you to step away from the work. I want you to step away from the job. I want you to step away from the career this week and do something fun. Get out with your friends. Go play pool. Go to, I don't know, go shoot darts. Go do whatever it is that you do that relaxes you. Go to a knitting club. Go to a photography meeting. Do something fun. Just get out, have some fun. But I feel like they're talking about something that moves your body. Playfulness, dancing, music, something live. Go listen to a live band. Go to a concert, buy concert tickets. Do whatever it is you need to do, Scorpio. Do something fun this week for you, okay? Your guides are saying that it's important. It's necessary for your growth. They want you to get away from the norm of what you do. They want you to step out of your comfort zone and do something different to change things up for you this second week of November. That's going to be key for you. All right. And those were your 4 cards. So next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius for your highest and best November 7th through 13th. Okay. Emerging. Manifestation. And soulmate. I like that. Okay. So Sagittarius, these cards for you talk about relationship, the soulmate relationship, okay? I love it. Soulmates can be romantic, but they can also be with somebody in your family or a best friend or somebody that you just feel so connected to, okay? This is something coming in for you. So it's either something that you're experiencing or there's some weird noises happening. Something that you're experiencing now or something that you're going to be bringing into your life. The emerging card talks about coming forward, moving forth, bringing it forward for you. The manifestation card is something that you bring into form by thought process and by bringing it in by the law of attraction, by thinking it, creating it, co-creating it. We are co-creating our lives at every single moment. So Sagittarius is, you're working on the soulmate relationship that you've been wanting to co-create for a long time. If you're already with your soulmate in a romantic relationship or a familial relationship, that's great. You're going to be co-creating the way that you want that relationship to play out this week. If you are Sagittarius who has not had this person come into your life this week, this is a time, I'm not going to say that every single Sagittarius watching this is going to have this happen. I'm not saying you're all going to co-create it and bring this person into your life this week, but you are at the stages of making it more prominent, okay? You're at the stage of bringing it forth for you in a stronger way. Your manifestation skills are super, super strong. And again, the emerging card tells me that it's coming forth. You're bringing it into physical creation. So you're taking it from the thought and the energy of what you want, and you're creating it into the physical, into the reality. Okay, so you dream at night and you ask for your guides to help you, bring you, to connect you to your romantic soulmate, the person that's going to connect you and complete you and whatever. By asking and by co-creating and telling the universe you're ready for it, and taking the steps in your physical life to bring that person in for you. You've been listening to the steps. They've been saying, okay, well, do this. Work on yourself. Let go of belief systems that aren't working for you. You've been doing that. Okay, take a job here. Go forward here, and you're going to meet this person. You've been doing that. They're saying you're listening to what you've been told to do, and you're moving forth in that direction. So keep up the good work. Keep listening to your guides. Keep listening to your spirits, and keep doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. The soulmate relationship is going to be a good one for you. If you're already experiencing it, then I'm going to say to you, just keep co-creating it. This week is going to be important. There's no new moon or full moon happening, although on the 14th and the beginning of next week, there's going to be a full moon, and we release what doesn't work for us. But you are in the process of bringing in what it is that you need. So soulmate relationships are so important. They help us grow on so many different levels. Our soulmate loves us unconditionally, whether it's family, friend, or whatever. They on a soul level, they push us to where we need to be. So that's great that you're bringing that in. Okay, Capricorn. Highest and best. I keep wanting to say July. I don't know why I'm stuck on July. Capricorn, highest and best for November 7th through the 13th. Capricorn. Trust. Ideas and inspirations. And celebration. Okay, so some of these cards have come up before. So Capricorn, what is important for you this week, okay? You're co-creating as well, too, is what I'm hearing. You have been trusting in, gosh, Capricorns, I feel like for you, this could be so many different things. I'm hearing that it's many different things for many different Capricorns out there. I feel like a lot of you, though, that this is trusting in yourself, listening to ideas and inspiration that have been coming from your higher power, your higher self, your own soul passing the messages along to you. And you've been finally trusting in that. Not that you don't normally trust. I feel like there's a lot of Capricorns out there that trust blindly, but they're saying you actually are going to start seeing the results of the trust that you've been putting into by following the ideas and inspirations. You've been getting lots of messages lately, and you've been actually acting on them. There's so much healing going on behind the scenes for you, Capricorns. What I'm hearing is that you've been working on things on a spiritual, mental, physical, emotional level. You've been clearing decades of work over the last couple months in clearing your auric field. You've been trusting in all the things that all the toxicity you've been removing from your life. You've been clearing that out again on so many different levels. And ideas and inspirations, that means that information has been passed along to you, and you've been acting on it. You've been hearing it from friends. You've been hearing it from family. You've been reading books, watching TV, seeing it, listening to it on the radio, motivational CDs, audios, whatever it is. You've been getting ideas, and you've been following through with them. And the universe loves that you've been dealing with that. You've been releasing what needs to be released. You've been trusting in a higher power, having faith in something that you can't see, and acting upon it anyway, because that's where you've been urged to do, and you've been following your soul's growth. You have the celebration card as a reward for that, because they're saying, hey, listen, we're going to keep showing you how much better your life can be. As the more that you listen to us, the more that you follow our guidance, the more that you follow our advice, the better your life is going to be. Look at all these positive things that we're going to bring to you. And that's what they're doing. And you're just going to continue to see that rolling along for you in the coming weeks and the coming months. I'm seeing for you, I know this is jumping ahead a little bit, Capricorn, but they're saying to me by the end of December, going into the first week of January, which I believe is a lot of your birthdays, they're saying that is going to be key for you to see huge results, okay? A lot of your hard work, you're starting to see the results now, but by the end of that time period that I'm talking about, you're going to see even more results, and you're going to be like, okay, I totally get where they were bringing me, and I'm so excited about this. So keep moving in the right direction, keep letting go, keep releasing what's not working, and you're going to see, they're saying there's going to be a lot of healing happening behind the scenes, but it's going to show up in work situations. Work opportunities are going to come to you more than you can see. Like behind the scenes, things are going to come up out of the blue. It's going to seem like out of the blue, but it's going to be in rewards as a celebration for all the hard work you've been doing. So keep it up. I like it. All right. Aquarius. All right. Let's see. Retreat. Miracles. Guardian angel. All right. Let's tune in. Aquarius, where are you at? November 7th through 13th. Okay. They're talking about this week not being a challenging week for you, but I feel like it's going to be an emotionally draining one for you, okay? I feel like you're going to be tired. I feel like you're going to be mentally tired, not just physically tired. It might appear in the physical. You might feel physically tired, but emotionally you're going to be drained. There's a lot going on for you that you feel overwhelmed about, that you feel like you need to take a step back for. Spirit is trying to get messages to you. Spirit has been passing along messages and making things happen, showing you signs, giving you guidance. I don't want to say pictures falling off the walls or something like that, but they're telling me that they're showing you signs. Maybe you're seeing license plates or finding coins or feathers or whatever it is, or even just hearing messages from your loved ones, or maybe things are appearing on the floor or falling off the wall. Books are opening up to certain pages. You hear something repeated 3 or more times from a family or a friend or whatever. They're telling me they're getting messages to you, but again, it's to help you through this time. It's to help you retreat and take a step back. Get more sleep. Try to take naps if you can, Aquariuses. Try to get that extra rest. There's so much happening for you internally that it feels like over-processing is kind of what I'm hearing. They're showing me like a roll of film being opened, and it feels like it's over-processed. So I feel like your mind just might be overwhelmed and too much going on, too many ideas coming through, too many opportunities coming up that you haven't been able to act on them all. And you got so many great ideas. You have so many different ways that you want to go about things and do things. But now is not the week to do that. Now is the week to take a step back, settle back, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and go, okay, I'm planning it all behind the scenes, and I'm just going to listen to you. I'm going to take a step back. Sometimes when we don't do it on our own, the universe kind of takes a step in and makes it happen for us. You know, something happens where we get sick or run down and we just feel the need, or our clients kind of slow down and the universe kind of takes a step in that way. So if you're self-employed, you might see business kind of slow down a little bit for you this week, and that's happening behind the scenes for a reason. If you work for somebody else, your work might get just a little bit slower. They might tell you, hey, take a day off. You know, you might feel sick and want to call in sick or whatever. Take that time, get that extra rest, take that nap during the day, drink a lot of water, drink a lot of fluids. I'm hearing that you're processing a lot of energy. They want you to drink a lot of fluids this week. But miracles is nice for you too, because what they're saying from that is that and basically a miracle is when something seems like all of a sudden it happens out of the blue for no reason. Where did that come from? Oh, it must have been a miracle. I don't know. You know, there was no other explanation for it. They're saying it's because you're listening. It's because you're taking the time to step back. You're taking the time to do what needs to be done. You're listening to your angels. You're asking for their help. And then you're being rewarded by getting something that seems like a miracle, okay? Maybe it will appear to be a miracle, but you're going to know, Aquarius, is that you did the hard work to get there. Outside people might look at you and go, oh my God, like this person has it all together. Look, just fell into their lap. But you're going to know that you did the hard work to get there. You're going to know all the steps that seemed like they weren't going in the direction. Then all of a sudden, poof, it just happens for you. So I like that for you, though. Again, it is going to be a reward. It is going to be something good. It is going to be something nice that happens for you. Again, I'm hearing, I feel like it's career-wise. I really do feel it's career-wise for you, Aquarius. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm hearing. All right, and then we have Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Highest and best November 7th through 13th. Pisces, okay. Signs, new love, and surrender and release. Okay. So Pisces, this week for you, let's start with the signs. Pay attention. The universe has been giving you signs. Loved ones in spirit have been coming through for you stronger than ever, stronger than they usually do. They've been coming through, trying to break through the barrier, break through the wall. You know, the veil is thinning at this time of the year. We just passed Halloween, and the veil is really thin between spirit and physical. They're trying to get messages to you in so many different ways. They're being creative is what I'm hearing. I had an interesting couple of weeks where crazy things, I don't want to say crazy, but things that I wouldn't have expected as signs to happen for me. So look out of the norm for a sign, okay? It doesn't have to be the normal feathers or license plates or number sequences or whatever. Although I do feel like they're saying to me, they're giving you lots of number sequences, they're giving you lots of license plates, lots of messages. You drive by, you see a sign on the side of the truck, that's a sign for you. You pay attention to the license plates in front of you. Again, they're getting the messages to you. It's all about letting go, though. You're getting the signs because you're letting go of the attachment to the outcome you expected. So here's what happens when we let go of an outcome. We know what we want, and we know we want to get there. So this is the outcome that we want. But sometimes we're attached to the way we're going to achieve it. We're attached to the way it's going to happen for us. We can still get the outcome, but we have to detach from the way it's going to happen, the way our mind only associates it happening. So once we do that, surrender and release, and we say, okay, universe, this is the outcome that I need to happen. This is really what I want. But we don't have an attachment to how it falls into place and how it happens. That's when the universe can get really, really creative and bring about situations for us, resolutions for us that we had no idea. We couldn't even imagine them if we tried. And that's what's happening for you. They're talking about love. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be relationships. A lot of you, this is a little Cupid, the two Cupids there with the arrows. A lot of you, this is going to be relationship-wise, Pisces. Relationships are going to fall into place for you, okay? However, as I tune into this card, I don't feel like it's all love relationships. I feel like it's people that you love, and it's love in your life, but I feel like it could be children, or I feel like it could be parents, or I feel like it could be family or close friends. The universe is bringing you signs and resolving things for somebody that you love. For a lot of you, it is going to be a love relationship, a romantic love relationship, but not every single one of you Pisces watching this is going to resonate on a love basis, okay? Some of you are going to right away go, I know exactly what this is, okay? And that's going to totally make sense to you. Keep up the good work. They're telling me this is just momentum to bring you to the next couple of weeks, because it's going to be the same. You've been following the signs. You've been paying attention. You're being rewarded for it. You're being brought in an influx of love. So the people that you're connected to, whether it's a romantic person coming in or whether it's a family relationship or whatever, they are going to show you the respect and the love, and it's going to be reciprocal, okay? So this feels really, really good for you, Pisces. I like the way the energy is flowing with this. I love the fact that you've detached from the outcome. I mean, detached to how the outcome is going to happen, but you're still getting the results. This week it shows me that you're going to be happy with the way that the situation has been resolved. Letting go, letting God. So higher spirit, God, taking over control and bringing about the desired outcome that you want, but maybe not in the way that you expected to happen. Maybe it's even better. Who knows? I mean, sometimes we can only see things, you know, through our peripheral vision, but sometimes the universe sees things in a bigger, wider picture. Well, always they see things in a bigger, wider picture, but sometimes they make it visible to us. And when it's visible to us and we see things in such a better perspective, that opens us up to so many more possibilities. And that's what I'm hearing for you. Being open to more possibilities allows the universe to bring you bigger rewards than you could expect. So lots of influx of love for you this week, this second week of November, which is just going to keep rolling forward for you. Love it. Okay, Pisces, this is a great week for you. All right, so thank you all to everybody who watched. Again, I'm so sorry that my YouTube channel seems to be screwed up. I'm really hoping that in the next couple weeks I can fix it. But if you want a personal private reading, you can catch me at lisawillette.com. That's my website. And I would love to schedule something one-on-one with you. So for everybody watching, thank you so much and have a great week.